everybody. Happy Thursday. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I've got two really cute Christmas cards that I can't wait to share with you guys. My name is Lori DeGroot from Lorita Marie Crafts, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Calgary, Alberta. And I love to share tips, techniques, and inspiration with you to help you take your paper crafting supplies and turn them into beautiful projects. So today we're going to be playing around with the Joy of Christmas suite from Stampin' Up! In the new mini catalog. And it is full of amazing coordinating products that you are going to love to use as you make your Christmas cards. First, before we get going, I just wanted to share a little bit about my upcoming class that's coming up. You know, last night we had, I have a monthly card class. It's the first Wednesday of the month. And last night, last night they came over and we had such a good time. And I just having so much fun starting up local classes. And even if you're not local or you can't make it, I love packing up the kits that I can pop in the mail and send out to you to anywhere in Canada. So that's always fun too. So my next one is October the 21st, and it's a special one. It's my Stamp a Stack. And Stamp a Stack just means you're going to make multiples of cards. So you can make 8, 12, or 16 cards. And there's 4 designs to choose from. And I just wanted to show them again today because what everyone said last night was that they just play different in real life. So when they saw them in person, they all had a different feeling about them than when they just saw them in my email or online. So I'm going to show them here again. Oh, they're in envelopes, so they're kind of shiny. Here, let's take them out. So on my website, I have a spot for classes, and you can click that, and that's where the registration is. And there's 4 designs, and so you can choose any of the 4, right? So you can choose a combination of them. You can choose to do one if you just love one. So there's lots of things that you can do. So I just want to show them briefly here so you can kind of see what they look like. And I try to design 4 kind of different so that there's something for everybody. And I'm using lots of different fun things from all the Christmas supplies that we've got at Stampin' Up. So those are the 4 choices. Registration is open until next Thursday. And I have 3 amazing options for you, okay? So if you're local, come. I'd love to have you here. We have such a good time together. And my Saturday events are fun because there's a little extra goodies and surprises and things like that, so you don't want to miss out. If you are in Canada, I can ship you the kit so you can order it. I cut all the pieces, do all the stuff, put it in a package, and mail it out to you. And so I can do that to anywhere in Canada. If you live outside of Canada, you can buy the tutorial, and I'll take you step by step. You'll get a PDF step by step of how to make each card with some fun tips, and then you can make them too on your own. So that's for anyone outside of Canada. So just like a $10 tutorial. So head over to my website, loritamariecrafts.ca, and I'll be talking about it over the next week too. And click on Shop Classes, and then you're going to see Christmas Stamp a Stack and registration. So that's how you get there. So let's get to our cards today. So I'm excited about these ones. You know, I was saying yesterday that some cards come easy and some are a struggle. I don't know if you find that way when you're creating cards, but sometimes they just flow, right? They flow. And then sometimes they're a bit of a struggle. But so these ones I think turned out good. It may have taken me a while to pull them together, but I'm happy with them. And I think they're going to be fun for you guys to make. These 2 cards are going to become my Joy of Christmas card kit, which just means that if you want to make these cards, you can. So you can place an order with my current house code for over $60, and then you will receive everything to make these cards, 3 of each, so 6 cards altogether. So I'll talk about more of that later, and if you're on my email list, then you get all the details in there too. But this is the Joy of Christmas suite. So I'm not using every single product, but I am going to be using some of them, but I just want to take a moment to show you. So this is a big collection of products that are all coordinated for you, that all go together. And so based around 2 bundles, so there's 2 stamp sets and 2 set of dies. I'm going to be using this one called the Christmas Classics, which I have used before, but I think you're going to love it. Is this black and very vanilla check ribbon, which I love buffalo check anything at Christmas, so that's my fave. There's these loose gems. I'm not going to use these today. They are on back order until November, but there's something to keep in mind in the future. There's this lovely specialty designer series paper. So they each have gold foil on them. Okay, so they're shiny. So you've got 4 different designs. You'll get 2 of each. And then the designer series paper, which is what I'm also going to be using today. So this is coordinated products to help you make beautiful projects. And so let's show you the DSP so you can kind of get a feel for what it looks like. So some I've used. I need to get some more. So I don't have a full sheet of this, but this is one. So there's 2 that are kind of like they've got greenery, and then they've got solid on the, you know, it's kind of like wood grain on this one, and it's music notes on the back of this one. Then there's these 2, right? So you've got the holly berries kind of in this fun bright red, and then you've got this fun green leaf one. And then on the back of these, one is like shaded spruce, and one is red, so real red. Kind of like textured kind of look. And then the final 2 designs are like buffalo plaid. Yes, of course I love this. So cute. So we get red and green. So shaded spruce and real red. And then the back is like pecan pie brown, and we've got the wood green, and we've got music notes again. I've got everything upside down, but kind of like small, just smaller than that pebbled path, which is, this is the gray. Where'd that one go? You can see the difference, the brown and the gray. So this is the amazing paper I'm using today, and it is back in stock if you're wondering, because it was out of stock for a bit. And we've got 2 cards to make today. So for the first card, I've just got a thick white card base, just at 5.5 by 8.5, scored in half at 4 1/4, and this is just going to create the base for my project. And the DSP that I've chosen is this one with the holly berries, and we're going to cut this so that it's 4 1/4. Save that for later. 4 1/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, so we need 1 piece of that, and then we need a piece of basic white. So this is just the regular basic white, and I'm going to cut this so it's 2.5 inches. Well, 4 1/4 by 2.5. Keep my directions the same. So 4 1/4 by 2.5, and we're going to emboss this piece here with an embossing folder. So the splatters and stripes embossing folder from the animal catalog, not the annual folder. And let me just grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. This will fit in the mini. I could have grabbed my mini, I guess. That might have been easier. And you need platform 1. My desk is a little crazy here. Let's see if I can tilt that a bit. Okay, so this is a 3D embossing folder, so it's thick. So you just need your embossing folder. There's a little line here that you can help line it up, especially for a pattern like these stripes where you want to keep it kind of straight. So you just put your paper in there, put the hinge part in first, and then you need platform 4. So just 1 and 4. And then it'll just run smoothly through with no fuss. So it just runs smooth. It doesn't fight you, which is when you have the right sandwich, then it's going to work great. All right, let's just move that out of the way. And then you can see, let's get that. Isn't that fun? So it's just adding a little texture. And then we're going to go ahead and put these on the front of our card. So let's grab some adhesive here. So I've got my Stampin' Seal. And sometimes when I'm going edge to edge on a card, so there's not going to be any mat around it. It's going right to the edge. I like to fold it first, and then I can make sure like I'm not leaving like a little piece there, that I'm going right to the edge. And we want to put the embossed one on first because I want the DSP to lay on top of it. So let's go ahead and put that on. And see, it's always hard to get straight when you're on camera, but I think we got I think we got it. So that's the base of our card. And then we're going to cut out some of the dyed images. So let's show you the Christmas Classics dies. So you get all these fun shapes. So you've got this big greenery one with a matching label shape, which we're going to use on our second card. We've got this little holly branch. We've got these two. They cut out cute little branches. There are two here that cut out with the coordinating stamped image. So we've got the holly and this branch, and we've got the berries. So that cuts that out as well. So you've got three that will cut out the stamped images. Then we've got this fun one here, and this one, which we're going to use right now. So these two coordinate together. So let's go ahead and cut that out we got to cut a few things out today. I ran out of time to cut things out ahead of time, so you're going to see the whole process here. Sometimes I cut things out ahead just to save us some time, but we're going to do some die cutting today. So we've got platform 1, you need platform 2, you need your cardstock, which is old olive. Oh no, stop me people, you need your cutting plate. Cutting plate, 1, 2, 3, cardstock, and then our die. We were talking about our favorite Christmas greens yesterday. And so if you've got a favorite Christmas green, tell me in the comments. Stampin' Up green. This is old olive. There's garden green, shaded spruce. There's, I guess you could go bright and do granny apple green. That's fun too. All right. And so you can see how fun this is, like a label piece, but with all like the cute little branches like already built into it. You don't have to do any work. So that's fun. And then we're going to cut out a couple of the holly leaves as well. So actually I need this back. Get to do lots of cutting today. So same 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to use this super fun distressed gold. So I think gold foil is backward at the moment, but this is not. So distressed gold, and it's got this amazing texture, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut out 2 holly leaves, and we're going to multitask, and we're going to cut out some holly berries at the same time. And I've just got some scrap, and I think they're going to fit. And then I can just cut this out all at once. So 1, is that going to fit in there? Yes, it does. Perfect. So we'll just run that through. Everything goes fine. And we need 1 more holly leaf. So do that. So I'll show you this in a minute, but it cuts out 2 together and then 1, 2, and then, okay. And then this is our holly, and I want to show you how cool it looks in this paper. I got to cut out 1 more. Isn't that fun? It's just going to give that little hint of gold on your card, which is going to be fun without it being too in your face. Not that gold can be in your face. It's all good. Some of the specialty paper, you look at it in the catalog and you can't really tell how awesome it is. So I wanted to show you this one so you could just see how pretty it was. Okay, so I think we've got all our pieces. So we've got these are holly berries over here. And then I did already cut out the label piece. And then I just need a little bit of white. So let's do our stamping. So this one's great because you can do season's greetings. You can do the Christmas and then add Merry or do Christmas wishes. So there's a few different options of what you can do on the skinny one. So I'm going to do season's greetings. And I'm just going to stamp in black. And the reason I'm stamping in black is because I'm going to use the black and vanilla checked ribbon. And so I just want to tie that black in somewhere else onto the card. So just ink it up in black. And with photopolymer, you can kind of see that you're straight. And then that should be good. All right. So I don't need that anymore. We're going to have some fun. So let's grab our ribbon. So if you haven't seen, oh, Cheryl says her favorite green is Mossy Meadow, and I didn't even list that one. I forgot about it. See, there's a green for you. There are lots of different greens. This is about 14 inches, and I'm gonna take some tear and tape and just kind of run it diagonally here. Peel off the backing. And I'm just gonna like loop it back, loop it back. And then that's gonna hold it in place where you want it. Looks like I need a little bit. I need a little bit more. Let's add another piece there. Okay, and then we're going to take our gold holly leaves and some glue dots and put them behind our greenery. And so I'm just gonna put one glue dot on the front, and while I've got the glue dots out, I'm gonna stick my little berries in them. They're just the right size for a glue dot. You can also use your liquid glue, or you can use adhesive sheets, whatever you find easier. And then I just wanted to poke kind of between the greenery pieces like this. So there's one there, and then one down there. We'll grab our dimensionals. And I'm gonna go a little crazy and put lots on just to go all the way down. And I think I decided after the fact, so I'll do it before the fact here, is I'm gonna put one on a mini one, so these small ones, on the holly leaf so that it lays more flat on the project and isn't like flopping around and get caught on anything. So it's just gonna help keep it in place. So peel off all our backings. And then we're gonna lay that on top there. Oh, maybe lower so that the leaf isn't sticking out of your card. I'm gonna move it. Am I able to move it? Maybe not. Okay, just make sure it's gonna go in your envelope there. We're gonna put dimensionals on the back of this too. And we're almost done. So now it's like the extra bits that you can decide, you know, if you want to put gems on, if you want to just do the little holly berries, and that's it. I just wanted to tie in some of the red, so that's why. And I cut these right out of the DSP. I don't know if you noticed that, but that was this DSP that I cut the holly berries right out of. And this is our first card. So I wanted to show you my first sample because I did Christmas wishes. So I just wanted to show how you could fit it on. So I stamped it on white and then cut it out to size and just kind of stuck it on below. So if you did Merry Christmas, you could tuck it up here. And then the season's greetings is just all in one thing. So that's our first one. Let's get to our second card. And as we make our second card, I've got a couple fun, like, step it up kind of ideas for you if you want to like take it to the next level. And let's just move some things out of our way. You know, sometimes you're like super organized. Sometimes you got, you know what? I was actually cleaning my desk off. I was organizing my desk, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh no, it's time for my live. I got distracted by the organizing. I don't know if you love organizing or not love organizing. I actually really like it. So it doesn't mean things don't get cluttery around my house, but when it comes to organizing, I actually enjoy the process. So I don't know. So for this card, I have crumb cake as a card base, and I love crumb cake on Christmas cards. It's a great neutral, looks great with all of the Christmas colors, all the greens, all the reds. And then we need 2 pieces of designer series paper. And so I have chosen this fun leafy one and this shaded spruce one. And so this one needs to be, I want it to be 5.5. It's going to be the full width of the card. And then it's going to be 3¼ inches wide. So 5.5 by 3¼ and this one is going to be 5.5 by 2.5. I feel like I cut that wrong. I think I wrote it wrong. 2 3. I gotta do it again. 5.5 by 2¾ Let's try that. Yes. That's right. Okay, so this one's 2¾ And then while I'm here, we're going to be using some of this awesome distress gold again. And I'm going to cut it at a wonky size. I got a reason. 2 5/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. And I think that's all the cutting that we need to do. All right. So before we put this on, I thought that it'd be fun to stamp on it. So it's kind of like plain, right? It's got a simple design on it. And so you can take the stamp. So this is the holly branches here, and do like a tone on tone look. So we're going to stamp in shaded spruce. And I'm going to have something in the middle, so we don't have to worry too much about what's going in the middle. But then I'm going to stamp some of the holly on it. And I'll bring this up to the camera too so that you can see it better. So 1, 2, they can go off the paper a little bit, just however you want to do it. And then you can kind of see that just adds a fun little detail to the DSP. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll put this piece on first. So I'm just centering it. Hopefully I get it on pretty straight. Looks all right. Then we put the next one on. There we go. And then we're going to use, so this one I've already cut out, but I want to show you. So this awesome die here. So it's going to give you this. So it's so much fun. And I just love the little frame. And you know, if you follow Stampin' Up, I think it was on there. Oh, forgive me if I'm wrong, if it was someone else, but I saw someone turn this into a little ornament. They like put a little picture in here. It was so cute. So lots of fun things you could do with this. And so I'm going to just put this in the middle. And then this is why I've cut this 2 3/8, 2 3/8, because it was just the right size to kind of cover that up a bit. So you're just going to see the greenery sticking out. So first we'll put this on. And then we're actually going to put some ribbon on. I'm just trying to center it here. It's like I can't talk and center it at the same time. Okay, there we go. So then I want to put on 2 pieces of ribbon. And I think they need to be about 5 inches each one. And I just want them to have like a angled edge to them. And then we're just going to put them right on like so. Okay. Then we're going to take this and use dimensionals. So where are they? There they are. And then we're going to put on our sentiment. So I've got two choices for a sentiment, and this is one of the ways that you can step up your card. So it's got to see, I can't talk and center. I did it again. Silence. Okay, like that. All right. You can cut out the awesome label shape. So this is this die here. And what's awesome about it is that, can you see it? It's got like a little embossed edge on it, which makes it just like extra fancy. And then you can stamp one of the sentiments on it in black, again, just to bring in the black, I would suggest. So, but there's peace on earth, tidings of comfort and joy, and deck the halls. Or I thought if you want to step it up a bit, you could emboss it on black. So I did that and have promptly lost it. All right, people, this is not even a messy desk. There. So I think I'm going to put this one on this card. So I cut it out in black cardstock, used my embossing buddy to resist the extra, then I stamped it in Versamark, used white embossing powder, and then heat set it. And then I think that just makes it pop differently than the white. So I'll show you the white one too when we're all done, and then you can kind of see which one you like better. So we'll just plop that on. Oh, that looks fun. Then you can add a little hint of red with some gems in the greenery. So I'm going to do that. And if you've got, I've got a little extra here. I'm just going to trim that off. There we go. So if you're looking for red gems, I found the festive pearls in the annual catalog are good. You get gold, silver, soft succulent, and red. And so I am going to use the red ones and then just kind of place them randomly into the greenery. So I think I'm going to use 6 altogether. You know, one of the retired products that I miss the most are the red rhinestones. Anyone else? Hands up for red rhinestones. I use them on every Christmas card, like ever. And so I was sad that they retired them because that's what I would have put on this card. But a good, so if you've got a stash of those, you could use those for they're a bit more shiny, or these festive pearls look really awesome too. So that is our second card, but I do have one more step up that I wanted to show you. Before I forget, you can take this amazing ribbon. I'm just going to cut off a piece. Maybe I'll cut off a longer one. I can use it on another card. And you can color it. You can color any of Stampin' Up's ribbon with your Stampin' Blends. Okay, so in the catalog, there are 2 samples with this suite that one is red and one is green. It's not different ribbon. They've just colored it. So this is the real red and this is the dark. So all the Stampin' Blends, they're alcohol markers, and they come in a light and a dark of the shades. And then all you do is just color with the brush tip end. And you just color it, and it just blends so fast and easy. I don't even really have to try. And you only have to do the one side that seeps all the way through to the other. And then you've got this amazing ribbon. So maybe I should have done this. Oh, see? Look how cute that would look. Maybe I'll peel this one back and put on I'll put on the red. So I'm curious if you like the red or the black and white better. Let's see. We can I tuck it under there so you can see what it might look like? It just, I mean, it just gives a different feel to it, right? With being all red, but that's super fun. So if you've got garden green or old olive or shaded spruce or whatever, I think old olive might look the best. Or garden, actually, no, any of those would look good. So those are 2 cards. So let's bring back the first one. And like I said, these 2 cards are my Joy of Christmas kit. So it's like a free class to go with a purchase. You can also purchase my card kits from me as just a purchase, but why not get it for free? So if you buy something using my current house code for over $60, then I'll send you this for free in the mail to make these on your own. So let me just bring you up again. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Hopefully that went well. You know, sometimes you feel a little flustery when you're doing a video. I felt like that today. But I think the cards turned out great. I hope you liked them and got some tips. And remember, you can just like step up by doing tiny little things. And if you have any questions about anything, or if you want to sign up for my Stampin' Stack, you can contact me. I'd love to give you a hand. And all my information is always up on my website, which is LoritaMarieCrafts.ca. So I hope that I see you guys again next week. If you took the time to watch the replay, I really do appreciate it. You can always contact me, email me, pop a comment or a message in here, and I'll respond as soon as I can. So thanks so much, and until next week, guys. Bye-bye.